It's time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news and this Monday afternoon, Monday evening, August 1st, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am your 4 o'clock news and up straight at the 4 o'clock hour is the man who's his son is like serving the U.S. military is facing accusation that he's tied to the Muslim Brotherhood. The United States have launched a new round of airstrikes against Islamic State militants in Libya on Monday. Pentagon officials confirmed opening a more persistent front against the terror group that had no specific endpoint as long as it's fragile. For the first time, the Zika virus has prompted public health officials to warn about pregnant women to avoid traveling in the part of the United States. Jeb Bush's top advisor, Sally Bradshaw, has left the Republican Party to become an independent since presidential racing for his close shield vote for Hillary Clinton. The Los Angeles Dodgers couldn't sit around and just wait for their injured players to heal. Not with the National League's biggest player, not with a fan base claiming for its first championship since 1988. Lockhart, the hot air balloon pilot involved in Saturday's fatal crash in Lockhart, Texas, had at least 4 drunken driver convictions in Missouri. A Russian helicopter was shut down Monday after delivering aid to the southern city of Aleppo, killing all 5 people aboard, Russian state media reported. The Taliban looked credit for an explosion that targeted a capital Afghanistan hotel early Monday, the latest in a series of bombing attacks seeking to destabilize a war-torn nation. Supporters of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey during a protest in Cologne, Germany on Sunday. Washington, Donald Trump said Sunday that the Russian President Vladimir Putin won't make a military move into the Ukraine, even though Putin already had done just what seizing the country's Crimean Peninsula. Aleppo, Syria. Rebels have launched an offensive in an attempt to wrest control of the East Aleppo from the Syrian government. Hong Kong on Monday canceled more than 155 to Stafford, near which the journey that went up to 93 miles an hour approached the shores. Moscow's Lubitsky District Court refused to change the suspended sentence of Russian opposition activist and blogger Alexei Navalny to prison time. Sungway, Turkey. 2 more soldiers involved in the kidnapping assassination plot last month against Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan were captured, Turkish officials said. The rainfall that caused the devastating flash flood in El Paso, Maryland, Saturday evening killed 2 people was in a 1,000-year event. In the weather department, meteorologists said attorneys for former Los Angeles County Sheriff Lee Buckler were scrambling on Monday to reach out last-minute detail with federal prosecutors that would satisfy hardline Judge Review out an early plea agreement limiting Buckler's time in prison. Marine Corps recruit to present of honoring Marine to Wyatt Seth children in the ceremony in the School of Infantry was parade decked in Marine Corps and base kept Pendleton, California, but the 8-year-old boy passed away. New York will bar registered sex offenders on parole from playing Pokemon Go over the concern that a wildly popular virtual reality game could help sexual predators or young victims, officials said on Monday. Washington, days after the national convention, Hillary Clinton is ahead of Republican Donald Trump by nearly 3 points. UPS voter poll released on Monday. New York, a longtime FBI employee pleaded guilty Monday in Manhattan federal court to give an internal agency records to the Chinese government. Hamilton, Montana. 500 families in Montana have been in nursery factory through the fast-moving wildfire that has now spread to 3,505 acres. Tesla's deal for Seoul City could speed sustainable energy. Uber Technology Corporation is still in China operation fierce rival. Diddy Chasing ended an expensive press war and freeing efforts to focus on other markets and impulse an initial public offering. Chicken McNuggets, one of the icons of American processed food, are no longer made without facial preservatives. McDonald's got rid of the McNuggets, which got rid of the preservatives and a number of other many items product to commitment being more transparent. The SPN 500 Dow dipped in an afternoon trading on Monday as dropping oil prices dragged down energy stocks, which tech names Apple and Alphabet helped drop the NASDAQ higher. Excuse me. Okay, take a look at the stocks now. Fell 27.46 points at 18,404.51. S&P 5 fell 2.76 points at 2,170.84. And NASDAQ up 22.7 points at 184.20. Seattle, the state of Washington, is expected to file $100 million consumer lawsuit on Monday against Comcast over the pattern of deceptive practices. Washington. A Naval Air Station protected River, Maryland. An MV-22 will be off before its first flight with a critical link and fitted in something that was 3D printed Naval Air System Command on Friday. Washington. BAE Systems have received a $245 million contract to provide gun system for the UK 26 Global Combat Ship. The company announced. Canberra, Australia. BAE Systems and Rheinmetall chosen to participate in the next stage of evaluation for Australia's Land Forward to Phase 2 program, the Defense Department said. It's 3600 BC. Humanities is that we have fierce such up and have went and enter the Bronze Age, but we're always smelting the carbon of lead, fashioning silk and making wills as the lonely thirsty final days that doom Alaskan mammoths. In a little over a month, science can be one step closer to understanding fundamental questions about the origin of our planet and the human race, and they will be learning from an asteroid that could destroy us. The NASA spacecraft will reach a trajectory of 5 million miles of Jupiter and not falling, and will come within 2,600 miles of the Jovian clouds on August 27th. Are you ready to take it easy with our burgers? The new protein-focused paper confirms that eating red meat may be linked to a higher risk of death. The battle against depression and all may have been some of the regard action. You can't prevent it, you can't really cure it. On Monday afternoon, company founder Elizabeth Holmes will share much weighted data on the precision and accuracy of its tests. The fear tactics used by the following line of folks regarding don't talk to no months of false accusation and insults to bring supporters of the Democratic establishment. Most New York City voters say Bill de Blasio doesn't deserve to be re-elected to the team, but also don't believe that current corporate will be judges can be any better. Not in for families with child battling cancer, financial burdens can weigh heavy during an always stressful time. Now, some members of the law enforcement are given a 14-year-old Norton girl's family a little less worried about the Massachusetts organization Cops for Kids with Cancer, made up of current and former police and their friends and family in prison, and $5,000 check to the family of Kaylee Charlton Monday at Norton Police Station. Charlton and Norton high school freshman came to the attention of the organization by Norton Fresh Police Chief Brian Clark. Clark had coached her in recreational basketball 2 years ago, and his daughter Jenna Clark told him Charlton's diagnosis this year. As summer rolls on, gas prices in the Albert area keep falling and now being almost below $2 a gallon. Boston Police Commissioner Will Evans is faulting Massachusetts lawmakers for failing to recur the fingerprint of the drivers for ride-hailing services such as Uber and Lyft. The House and Senate approved regulation for the services on Sunday night, but the bill does not require fingerprinting. Evans said on Monday that the goal of fingerprinting drivers is to identify those with histories of violent crimes and sexual assault, not minor crimes. He says police are already fingerprint cab drivers. Boston Governor Charlie Baker had to file paperwork to go forth on Monday when the legislature wrapped up this 2-year session with a 4-weekend action. It is a shocker in West Bridgewater. The Charlie Horse Rest Stop on West Center Street, been a mainstay for 25 years, all of a sudden, without warning, closed its doors down. And the restaurant management said that it is due to circumstances beyond their control. Beauty Channel News Hub is out for on this Monday evening, and it is time out for Sportport tonight. The Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Seattle Mariners. Game time 10:10 p.m. out in Seattle, which is 7:10 p.m. their time. When the Mets off into the park, they went to look at some power of our broken side organization. It appears that they have led to the right fielder Jay Bush from the Reds. The Miami Marlins are shipping the newly acquired right-hander Colin Wade back to the Standard Padres after he only pitched 3 1/3 innings with Miami before getting injured. The Major League Baseball now waiver trade deal is upon us, and Chicago White Sox pitcher Chris Sale figures out to be one of the day's most discussed names. Just hit the reset button for you youngsters out there. The 2007 New England Patriots team is stats speaking one of the greatest defensive sports that ever joined the team, as Tom Brady could be formed with Randy Moss and Wes Welker during the suspension. Several prominent members of the International Olympic Committee said the difficult to get a Rio de Janeiro ready for the Summer Games is likely meant the organization will shy away from it and get hold of the world's biggest sporting event. Brazil declared an official bid for the Olympic Games and World Tour on Friday that Rio's air quality was within the limits recommended by the World Health Organization. Peter Children's time, hold on this Monday afternoon going into Monday evening, and it is time now for a Dragon Transit Report. Let's study on the MBTA. What do you want to join is experience Monterey's to the police section. Commuter rail. It's looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. On the Fairmont Worcester line, please put outbound Worcester. Line trains and inbound platforms at Wellesley Frankfurt. Fairmont Station until 7:30 p.m. Please put inbound Worcester line trains at the outbound platforms at Wellesley Farm Station at 7 until 7:30 p.m. Alright, take a look at some highways and byways around the region on this Monday. The highways and byways New York City are slow. In Connecticut, 95 on the southbound side is backed up for Greenwich to the New York State line. 95 on the northbound side is backed up for Greenwich down to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and Nipper again from Milford all the way to New Haven, Connecticut. 95 on the southbound side is backed to the New Haven stretch. Mary Parkway to the northbound side is backed up for Norwalk County to Bridgeport. 84 eastbound side is backed up for Denbury to Newtown, and Nipper again after Route 8 to Waterbury. 84 both ends also Hartford stretch. 91 both ends also before 84 Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side is backed to the Hartford stretch. 91 on the southbound side is backed up at 291 to 57 in Springfield. Acton, Rhode Island, 146 on the northbound side, so after 295, and North Smithfield, 95 on both ends, also for Providence Stretch, and then 95 northbound side is backed up over to Edwards Avenue, Providence. 6 air connector is so from Route 6 to Route 95 in the downtown Providence. Southeastern Massachusetts, 95 on the southbound side, so after 128 in Canton, and hit breaks again from 140 in Foxborough all the way to 295 in Attleboro. 24 on the southbound side is backed up from 495 to Route 140, Raynham, Taunton Stretch. 44 on the westbound side, also around Route 105 in Plymouth. 21 on the southbound side, also slow from 128 Canton to Route 27 in Buckton. 3 on the southbound side, it is slow from the split all the way up to 88 in Weymouth. 7th Expressway, southbound side, slow from Quincy to Braintree. 7th Expressway, northbound side, slow from Quincy on to the Mass Pike. 35, 93 in the both ends, slow from downtown Boston to 93. Southbound side, backed up from Zankin Bridge to downtown Boston from Somerville. 93 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Zankin Bridge all the way up to 128 in Reading. 120 on the southbound side is backed up from Route 2 and Lexington all the way after Holland Street in Needham. Route 120 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 20 Waltham all the way up to Route 1 in Peabody. Route 1 on the northbound side is from Chelsea to River. Route 1 on the southbound side is also the Chelsea stretch. And the River stretch, Mass Pike 80 eastbound side is backed up from 7th Expressway all the way to Logan Airport. Mass Pike westbound side is backed up from Brampton all the way up to Dick. Route 3 on the northbound side is so from Bill Wiggins stretch. 485 on the northbound side it is backed up from Route 3 Low all the way up to Tewksbury. 93 on the northbound side is backed up from 485 to 213 in Lawrence. 485 on the northbound side is backed up to the Lawrence stretch. 290 on the westbound side is backed around Route 9 in Worcester and Nipper Grand. 290 395 out in Auburn. Baldwin turnabout on the northbound side is backed up at 95 Portsmouth all the way to Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. 285 at the southbound side, also for the Portland stretch. Route 1 at the southbound side is back to the Brunswick stretch. 89 and 91 at the southbound sides, slow after Kitty up in Vermont, and 87 at the northbound side is backed up around Route 11 at Plattsburgh before the Canadian border, and 59 at the northbound side, slow after the U.S. border in Southern Quebec, headed towards Montreal. And 87 at the southbound side, slow around the Albany stretch. Around the three-way. Peter Chaludusab, 412 on this Monday evening, and it is time now for a weather report. On this Monday evening, and looking at the sky, and it's cloudy right now. And looking at radar, and it shows patchy rain showers stretching from Lebanon, New Hampshire, down from Manchester, New Hampshire, stretch around Portsmouth, New Hampshire, batches of heavy showers around the Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Kittery, Maine area. And Atlanta, showers and storms stretching from southwestern Maine, from Freiburg, stretching down from Portland, Maine. And some spotty rain showers around west central Connecticut, north for Danbury. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, most clouds got to about 62 degrees. East with about 5 to 7 miles coming in the evening. For Tuesday, clouds got about 67 degrees. Northeast with about 5 to 8 miles out. For Tuesday night, clouds got to early evening, including about 56 degrees. Northeast about 6 miles out coming in the evening. For Wednesday, patch about before Sunday was most skies got about 81 degrees. Coffee coming to northeast about 5 to 7 miles in the afternoon. Wednesday night, most clouds got about 58 degrees. Southeast with about 5 miles coming after midnight. For Thursday, Saturday, most clouds got about 82, about 62 degrees. For Friday, most of the podcast 87, about 67 degrees. For Saturday, check the showers before Saturday night. Chance of showers and thunderstorms between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. Podcast got about 88 degrees. Chance of 30%. Saturday night, podcast got about 64 degrees. Sunday, most clouds got 86, about 62 degrees. And for Monday, Sunday got about 82 degrees. Current out there is cloud skies at 78, with humidity is 62%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. 4 o'clock news on this Monday evening, August 1st, 2016. Appears to have a good evening, goodbye day. I'll see you for a late night sign-off report right after Sports Wrap, with the Red Sox Murders game. Have a good evening.